lecture where we will dive into the topic of achieving strategic fit in supply chain management. Our discussion will include multiple industry examples to ensure a practical understanding of the concept, all presented in the simplest and most accessible language. This session is designed to assist you in several ways: preparing effectively for exams, excelling in job interviews, and making meaningful contributions to expert discussions. So let us embark on this insightful journey together. Achieving strategic fit is a cornerstone concept in supply chain management that emphasizes the alignment between a company's competitive strategy and its supply chain strategy to ensure optimal performance. At its core, strategic fit involves understanding customer needs and the uncertainties in demand while designing a supply chain that can efficiently meet these needs. This alignment requires a balance between responsiveness and efficiency. For example, companies dealing with unpredictable demand, like fashion industry or technology industry, prioritize responsiveness to quickly adapt to market changes. Well, on the contrary, businesses with stable demand, such as grocery or commodity industries, focus on efficiency to minimize costs. Achieving strategic fit starts with segmenting the market based on customer needs, understanding the supply chain's capabilities, and identifying any gaps between the two. Addressing these gaps may involve redesigning the supply chain, adopting advanced technologies, or reconfiguring processes to better serve the target market. A lack of strategic fit can lead to overstocking or stockouts or higher costs or customer dissatisfaction. Well, ultimately, this impacts the company's competitive position in the market. Companies like Amazon, known for its agility and customer centric operations, and Walmart, excelling in cost efficiency, are excellent examples of organizations that have successfully achieved strategic fit by aligning their supply chain strategies with their business goals. However, achieving and maintaining strategic fit is a dynamic challenge, especially in today's environment marked by globalization, evolving technologies, and disruptions simultaneously. Companies must continuously evaluate their supply chains to adapt to changing customer expectations and market conditions. So in this video, we will explore the key elements of achieving strategic fit, discuss frameworks to assess alignment, and analyze real world examples to provide a practical understanding of this critical concept in the supply chain management. Uh, to understand this concept, we have to first understand the difference between efficient supply chains versus responsive supply chains. So, when discussing supply chain strategies, these two key approaches often come to play, which are efficient supply chains and responsive supply chains. These strategies differ based on their priorities, operations, and the types of products they serve. So let's break them down to understand better. So here, first of all, we have efficient supply chains. So efficient supply chains focus on minimizing costs and maximizing productivity. So they are best suited for industries where demand is stable, predictable, and price sensitivity is high. Now, these supply chains aim to achieve economies of scale, reduce inventory levels, and optimize operations to deliver at the lowest possible cost. Now, let me explain you with the help of an example. So, a classic example is Walmart, which is actually a prime example of an efficient supply chain. By leveraging large scale purchasing, advanced inventory management, and optimized transportation networks, Walmart keeps operational costs as low as possible while maintaining steady product availability in its stores. Another example is FMCG companies. For example, we have P&G, Procter and Gamble, which focus on efficient manufacturing and distribution of everyday products. Now let's come down to responsive supply chains. So responsive supply chains prioritize speed, efficiency, and adaptability to meet unpredictable or fluctuating customer demands. These supply chains are ideal for industries dealing with short product life cycles, high demand variability, and the need for quick market response. Responsiveness often involves higher costs due to faster logistics, premium suppliers, and holding buffer inventory to ensure that customer should be satisfied at any possible situation. Now, one classic example is Zara. So, Zara is a clothing brand that exemplifies a responsive supply chain. Its ability to design, manufacture, and deliver new fashion trends to store within a few weeks allows Zara to meet rapidly changing customer preferences. Similarly, you see companies in the electronics industry, for example, Apple, use responsive supply chains to adapt to high demand fluctuations during new product launches. Now, so the key difference, so while efficient supply chains focus on cost reduction and operational stability, responsive supply chains, on the other hand, emphasize more on flexibility and speed. The choice depends on the nature of the business, market dynamics, and customer expectations. Now let's talk about the zone of strategic fit. So over here on this slide, you can see on the right hand side there is a graphical representation wherein you can clearly see the zone of strategic fit. Now, the zone of strategic fit is a graphical representation that helps companies align their supply chain strategy with their competitive priorities to achieve optimal performance. Now, as you can see in this graph, where the vertical axis represents the level of responsiveness of a supply chain ranging from the highly responsive, which is at the top, to the highly efficient towards the center. The horizontal axis represents demand uncertainty. So ranging from low uncertainty, which is on the left, to high uncertainty, which is on the right. So towards the right, the uncertainty is very high, right? So the demand is uncertain. And if you move towards left hand side, towards the center, the demand is certain. Now, the zone of strategic fit lies along a diagonal path from the bottom left corner, right? I hope you can see the bottom left corner towards the center, where the responsiveness is low, but the efficiency is very high, right? To the top right corner, where the responsiveness is very high, but the efficiency is low. Now, this zone indicates the appropriate level of supply chain responsiveness needed for a given level of demand uncertainty. Now, here is how this can be explained with the help of industry examples. So, if we have to talk about bottom left, right, towards the center, the bottom left, where the efficient supply chains exist with low demand uncertainty, right? So in this particular region, supply chains focus on efficiency because demand is predictable and consistent. Industries like grocery stores, for example, Walmart, or commodities, for instance, cement industry, cement manufacturers fall into this category. These companies prioritize cost reduction through bulk purchasing, optimized transportation, and low inventory costs. Right. So, and contrary to this, on top right in this graphical representation, so top right, responsive supply chain exists. Right. So here you can see IKEA is mentioned. So one classic example is IKEA. Right. So here the supply chains are responsive, wherein the demand is highly uncertain, right? So supply chains over here are highly responsive, in this particular zone because demand is unpredictable and the product life cycles are very short. Companies in this segment are, for example, fashion industry. So a classic example is Zara, or electronics, Apple during new product launches are the prime examples. IKEA is another, right? So they focus on speed, flexibility to adapt to rapid changes in customer preferences or market trends. And in the middle, where the zone of strategic fit is written, so this particular zone is a balance of responsiveness and efficiency. So for companies that face moderate demand certainty, the supply chain supply chain strategy falls somewhere between efficiency and responsiveness. So an example is automotive industry. So companies like Toyota balance efficiency in manufacturing processes with the responsiveness in meeting customer configurations and market demand changes. So the key takeaway in this is that companies must operate within the zone of strategic fit to ensure their supply chain aligns with customer needs and market conditions. If a company operating in a highly uncertain market uses an overly efficient supply chain, it risks stockouts and missed opportunities. Conversely, a highly responsive supply chain for stable demand can lead to excessive costs. So, by staying within this zone, businesses achieve a balance between cost efficiency and customer satisfaction, ensuring a long term competitiveness. So, with this, this particular discussion on this particular topic is over. Your feedback is appreciated. Kindly provide your feedback. Thanks. Thanks for listening patiently. Bye bye.